No, it's got. Hello and welcome back to Darlington. Now it's the Yellow Freight 350 here for the Hooters Nationwide Series, and joining me in the booth, Dylan Young, who was here for the truck race, and Tristan Wilhoit.
Hey, since the finale for Nationwide.
Yeah, the first time you've been here, yeah. We expect a great race here for 37 laps. And starting on the pole will be William Duncan, Chris Washer alongside, Zachary Fitzwater and Dylan Young, row 2, Kenny Bale and Tom Gerard, Mr. Unlucky, row 3, Drew Austin, Amanda Shelley, row 4, and Seth Cole and Maxwell Chan, row 5. And while we show you the rest of the starting grid, I'll hand it over to Dylan Young and Tristan Wilhoit to say what they expect to see today.
Well, I mean, from the truck race that we saw, me and Sanford saw, we saw a lot of very good racing in the front of the field, and even though the whole field had some great racing, we will expect some wrecks and some pit stops taking place. So all 4 of these drivers are going to be ready and expected to race very hard, and maybe we'll see some dogs and stripes in the process as well, as we're actually going right now.
Yeah, command was given.
I expect more crashes than I do racing, to be honest, so that's like Darlington.
Well, on the final row we have Jake Davis and Alex May. Yes, he did.
Wow, what a shocker.
So,
be rigged.
Since we weren't here for any previous stuff before, that means Dylan Young's pick to win his is William Duncan. Tristan, who's your pick to win?
To be honest, I really don't have anybody, at this point.
Okay, if you had to pick someone, then who would you pick?
Yeah. The thinking game.
While he wait.
I think while he thinks, though, the funny thing is that
Shelley to win.
Yeah, especially if Duncan starts in the pole, something bad happens to him. But no problems right now, so that's a good thing, I guess that's to say.
Well, Darlington's never really been the best track for Duncan here, but he still, I think he still has nightmares about Jeffrey Buckeye in this place. So, yeah. If no one knows why I'm saying that, then you need to go back and look at the Season 2 race here. That was funny.
Here we go.
About to go green at Darlington. This will be interesting.
Yes, it will. Green flag is out. William Duncan leads us down. While the field gets up to speed, worth mentioning, Katie Elizabeth comes into this race with a 13-point lead over Madison Williams.
Yeah, we saw in the truck race also a swap for the points lead, I believe, too, and a lot of the championship contenders having issues, especially drivers who were near the 10th and points border. So it was very interesting there.
Definitely, and Duncan's not even going to lead lap 1. It'll be Chris Washer. Wow, outside front row, and he leads lap 1.
That's actually a surprise, but Washer, when we saw him in the start, he was right there with William Duncan. He was waiting for that crossover move, and look at that right there.
Well, Washer, Duncan able to clear, and then it's the battle for third back here for with Tom Gerard and Amanda Shelley. Fitzwater's in the wall.
It's expected. It's expected to see the Darlington stripe this early because obviously Darlington they have some hard intense racing. So now's the press to hear that there.
Well, but obviously
you were talking
about oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, really worried to see it because that was usually the case when we saw him wreck in the truck race. Was coming off turn 4 and someone was in the wall. Yeah,
it was very common when we were at that race. And you mentioned about a few people that mentioned in the race so far. What about our truck winner? I believe he's somewhere in the back of the field, though. I believe it was Davis.
I forget which Davis it was.
Well, one of the two Davises that finished 1-2.
Well, they're both running in the back, so it really doesn't matter. You can see them both in the same shot right there. 34 and 35.
Yeah. But they are in the inside line, though, so that's at least a good thing right there. That can help them.
Definitely.
37 laps of action this day.
I
said 37 laps we have tonight here, so it'll be interesting.
That's about ready to complete lap number 5 here. As Duncan makes
top
it
3 is
to the inside.
Pulled away from 4th place.
Yeah, that's Kyle Sosnowski back there in 4th, Marcus Bruno 5th, Maxwell Chan, and Dylan Young just outside the top 5 there. Both of our picks,
So
though,
far,
up here in the
clean
front.
race, though.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I think when we had our truck race, what was our caution for the first time came out? I think it came out,
I think it's lap 12.
Yeah, lap 12. We're getting close to that, so once lap 12 comes, we'll keep an eye to see if that yellow will come out now or even around that area, so never know what can happen. And I believe, yeah, it was Joe Davis who won the truck race. It was Joe. Joe won. But Sosnowski's dealing with a lot of pressure behind him. That 4-car pack is really, you know, starting to get, you know, bumper to bumper. I believe Sosnowski, man, he's about ready to get under fire for that position. And there it goes right behind.
Yeah, that is the Brazilian Marcus Bruno there taking the 4th spot. Maxwell Chan grabs 5th. And it'll be Kyle Sosnowski falling all the way back to 8th as Seth Cole moves his way by. And Katie Elizabeth.
Yeah, Marcus Bruno and Seth Cole, they're 5th and 6th in points.
And here's the points leader running just outside the top 10, or just inside the top 10 actually. Now just outside, Katie Elizabeth. As Will Hoyt's like died or something.
Probably.
Take a look at the back. Momo Kari's not been able to make much progress. Neither has Preston Plord in the home sponsor race. Yellow Freight sponsoring it. Yellow Freight sponsoring his car and still running back in 40th.
Hey, we talked about the points leader earlier there. What about Madison Williams in the 38, who's second in points?
Let's find that number 38. Right now runs 25th, right in between Zachary Fitzwater and Kyle Matthews.
Wow, and Fitzwater really fell back. Oh my word.
Mr. Unlucky started 5th. He's back here now. Trevor Meacham 3rd in the points right here. Just inside the top 20. New colors.
Very interesting.
Oh, go ahead.
No, so it's very interesting to see some of the drivers in the top 5 in points right there. Elizabeth we saw earlier, Madison Williams, who was at that time, and Trevor Meacham. What about Roman Rayo in the 42? I thought I saw him earlier on somewhere.
First, what we'll do is we'll talk about the new colors here on board Elijah Workman's machine. Sonic coming on board for at least a couple races now. So nice to see some new sponsorship for that
right
team.
there.
Yeah, definitely. Pericles inside of Jeff James, but let's find that 42. 38th. So
yeah,
not
I figured
looking
he was
good.
in the back of the field.
Not looking good for Ray Hall.
I guess there's some really decent racing is what I'm witnessing here.
Definitely, and
So,
top 3 really broken away.
So
Bruno.
I guess I suppose my prediction was incorrect.
Oh, Bruno's in the wall.
We are approaching lap 12.
Oh,
I saw that one off turn 2. The Brazilian gets the wall. Oh, and look at the damage there. You can see the dent on the right side.
He's truly not that experienced with stock cars, but he seems to be doing well.
Well, he's got a massive dent now on the right side of his car.
Or 4, excuse me.
You can see it right there on the right
Yeah,
side
we're
of the
actually,
30.
Yeah.
is lap 12. That truck race had our first caution at that point.
Oh,
Oh
Bruno
no,
on
could we
the
see a
wall
wreck
again.
happen?
I think he's probably knocked a
Jeez,
toe out
Bruno's
of it.
having. He's got an issue.
Probably tight right now in that car.
Yeah, that's twice
He's
now
gonna hit
he's
the
gone the
wall
wall.
a 3rd time.
Oh, he's Taylor tapped the wall as well. As Amanda Shelley now
Man,
takes
Bruno's-
2nd away, and whoa, William Duncan brake checked through that corner badly.
Yeah, look at that. Those 2 cars right there, I can't tell who that is there in the yellow because it's a little blurry, but
that is Maxwell Chan
him in the
24.
09.
That's Maxwell Chan in the 24.
Yeah, I figured that was the 24 09. They were sticking together quite a bit, but now the 09 gets left out to dry.
Duncan got in the wall
Ooh,
again.
I think
off
Duncan
four.
Young got held up from that. I was going to say, too, before that happened, that those 2 were sticking together throughout the time, and now they lost each other. So,
And I think we got battle for the lead,
unfortunately,
and
that
yes,
happened.
we do. Amanda Shelley inside of Chris Washer. New leader,
Shelley's
the
got a-
Stanton Barrett machine for Amanda Shelley.
Yeah, Shelly's got a very good car right now.
Amanda Shelley looking for her first career Hooters Nationwide win. It would be her first win in any of my 3 series. Here comes Washer back to the inside.
Very memorable.
Washer in the Biaggi brothers machine.
Oh, I don't think Washer liked her getting the lead right there, so he's saying not so fast.
Well, Washer definitely proving that he's good at the short tracks here in New Hooters Nationwide. He swept Martinsville last season. Not exactly the same track, but definitely proves that he knows how to handle these tracks.
And here's the thing about Amy Shelley. She's getting under fire for second
Amanda.
right there.
That's Amanda, not Amy. Different Shelley.
Or Amy, I'm sorry.
Well, you said Amy. This is Amanda.
And look at that,
Shelley.
actually. Yeah, I keep thinking that because I'm used to saying Amy at the time. But Washer with a good lead, but now second under fire still.
Yeah, it's Maxwell Chan. He's going to grab the spot. Seth Cole, Kyle Sosnowski going to come underneath. And once again, Dylan Young gets stuck on the outside.
Young was about to go underneath, and then Sosnowski just decided to go underneath Young. So
here comes Brennan Patterson.
Interesting.
Out Darlington, you gotta figure it out just right, and it's you gotta use the low line to pass, but it's different. It really is.
Looks like Shelley's going to be able to find a spot in line here in the 5th position, just in front of Brennan Patterson and William Duncan. Meanwhile, Dylan Young falls back to the 9th spot. And Katie Elizabeth still runs inside the top 10.
Yeah, Brendan Patterson, 9th in points right now, doing very well. I think I noticed too. We haven't talked about 8th in the points and 10th in the points. Kyle Matthews and Matt Dixon. I don't know where they're at right now.
No, we've not. I see Kyle Matthews just barely in the shot here, 15th. Oh wait, never mind. There he is, 17th. For Kyle Matthews right now. Inside Gabe Williams. Ish Taylor just in front of this battle inside of Nick Pericles. And I'm thinking we're getting around the... Well, Patterson's up here. Right?
Yeah, that's 11. That's 9th in points right there. Matt Dixon, 10th in points. I think it's him toward the back. Or is he... Oh, he's 9th though.
Well, that's... Let's see. Let's find the 14. We should be getting around the time where we might have to think about pit stops, though. Dixon right now runs 23rd, and he's got damage to the right side of his car. He's gone to Darlington Stripe at some point in the night.
Yeah, that the Navy 14 right there. I think it's been a little tight there. Obviously, when you're in the high side, you feel like the car gets so much tighter and you don't get enough grip, and then obviously car hits the wall and you get yourself a Darlington Stripe. So
Gabe Williams now has added a Darlington Stripe to his car.
Oh!
Look at that. Look at the size of that one. Oh, Joe Davis might have gotten the wall.
I think he did.
Well...
Still no pit stops yet. We are getting closer, though.
Katie Elizabeth now moves inside the top 10, inside of Duncan for 8th. Give her the spot.
Wow, Duncan's really fell back right there.
Oh, wow. Seth Cole and Amanda Shelley both into the wall off turn 2.
Yeah, but the leader did not, though, of Washer.
As this one is really spaced out now. Maxwell Chan's added a Darlington Stripe.
Man, I'll tell you one thing I've noticed. Kyle Sosnowski and Dylan Young, and another person I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, the yellow car behind it, my memory's not coming correctly.
Maxwell Chan.
All three of those guys, thank you. All three of those guys started in the top 10. They have been in the top 10 this whole entire race. They have not fallen outside the top 10 this entire race long, so give them credit. And I think Sosnowski get it. Yep.
He definitely hit because he lost the momentum. No damage on the car, but he definitely hit the wall. Right now, Amanda Shelley, though, has been able to chase down the number 4 of Chris Washer at least a little bit. Now, that is a different team for Washer, even though it's the same number. Last year is the JD Motorsports team, but now it's the Biaggi brothers.
Oh, but look at Shelley getting a power run, catching up to the bumper of Washer.
Yeah, definitely got the draft there going down into turn number 3.
So now the question comes into play. It looks like they're going to take one pit stop only, which is probably going to be the money stop. When will these drivers come in? is the big question.
And then what's also the strategy going to be as Amanda Shelley takes the race lead away from Chris Washer. And that's why Washer's pitting. Washer's pitting. They begin now with 10 to go when they hit the stripe.
Right,
he's the only one, yeah. This could either be really big or really.
That's not what he needed.
Now what Washer's hoping for is that this stays green, as Amanda Shelley now takes the race lead, and I think it was Dylan Young going into second. It was.
It is. I was surprised though no one joined Chris Washer. I thought someone would have joined him.
Of course, Washer's going to have the benefit of having the fresh tires. He's just getting to his pit stall though. Let's see what the strategy is for the 4. Oh, definitely going to go.
Yeah, the
4
good
tires.
thing is that.
Definitely going to go.
Yeah, the good thing for Washer is that his pit stall's in the front of the field.
Definitely. Duncan's gotten damage to the right side of his car now. Madison Williams running at the back. Maxwell Chan pits.
Chan was running 4th at the time.
Yeah. So Maxwell Chan now makes a pit stop. And Amanda Shelley stays out.
I'm amazed how the leaders have not, pitted all together.
Could they maybe be trying? Could they think that they can make it?
Either that or take a later pit stop, but this is not helping Chris Washer at all.
Well, I would think the longer they wait, the better for Washer if they can stay green. Sosnowski pits out of 4th.
Anyone else come in?
Doesn't look like caution's out. Tough break for
we got a caution.
cars that pitted.
That was a lucky break, though, for the leaders, because now they brought them back up with each other. It looks like it's the 32, I believe.
Ish Taylor's got damage.
Oh,
looks like
Washer.
Madison Williams. Looks like maybe Madison Williams
Washer,
as well.
look out, man. Car's right there.
But a tough break for Maxwell Chan and Chris Washer as they are pinned a lap down.
And near the 10 laps to go area, too.
Interesting.
It'll be interesting to see if Sosnowski can stay on the lead lap here as he's on pit road now. But here comes Amanda Shelley and everyone.
I think the big question is, some drivers will probably take different strategies. The question is, though, what strategy will they take, though? I think if I were the smart ones here, I would take 4 tires, because this is a tire shredding track, so... If there is a 2-tire move, that's a pretty bold move.
Oh, Chan got turned.
Hey,
Chan got
We're
turned.
looking at the caution.
Someone got turned on the caution. It's Maxwell Chan Louvier's got damage to the nose of his car.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what the strategy is. Right side's at least going on the 36. Look at that. Heavy damage to 19. He's done. And it's only right sides for the 36. Right sides only.
Looks like Young's going to come out second.
Momo Akari's
yeah,
out.
I will admit, too, this track does eat the right side tires up more than the
Look
left.
at the damage to the
even though
24.
normal tracks left, yeah, even though normal tracks turn left, though, it can eat up your right side tires, though. So, not surprising to see that there, but the question is, though, is this the bold move by the drivers, though?
Well, it looked like a lot of people up and down pit road went with 2 tires. Looks like we'll have to take a look at not only what brought out the caution, but what happened coming to pit road. And we're back. Here's what happened coming off turn number 2. Ish Taylor's going to get the wall, and Marcus Bruno is going to make a little bit of contact, coming right back into him, and around she goes for the 32 Convoy of Hope Chevrolet.
Yeah, it's going to hit the passenger side to the wall right there, and man, that was not what any of the cars that pitted needed to see, and especially, I think all 3 of those guys that pitted were in the front of the field, at least in the top 5 and 10.
Yeah, definitely at the time. Now, that said, we saw it at the end of pit road there as they were coming on, but Maxwell Chan got turned, and we're going to take a look at what happened with this.
I think he was coming out of pit road and didn't even see the other guys coming in.
Looks like also kind of got trapped down here because he's not intending to pit, but because everyone else did, he kind of got stuck down here. Let's see who he necessarily hits or gets hit by. See Momo Akari and Chris Louvier there.
I have a feeling he's going to hit Akari.
Yeah.
And Eva Page to field.
Gonna slow-mo it down now for you right here. Comes right into Momo Akari, and nowhere for Louvier to go as when Akari bounced off the pit wall.
Oh, shit.
Right into Louvier.
That's a hard hit for Akari right there, too.
A tough break for Louvier and Akari because both of them were barely running in the top 20 there at the time, and both of their days are done.
Man, that's a hard hit too for going that slow of a speed there.
Definitely.
Because of the shot brings adrenaline.
And with that, we've shown you what happened underneath the caution. Underneath the caution, what brought out the caution. Let's take you back to the green flag here.
Don't forget, it is a little like.
Well, and we're back. Lights are not on the pace car just yet, but we felt like you guys might want to see this.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I think that someone's like trying to go through, or I don't know what they're doing. Something's
right now,
wrong with
I
these
think
guys.
what is looks like maybe Joe Davis got off pit road first and got stuck behind. Look, he's coming up. Maybe.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cars that are stuck there.
Lights have gone out on the pace car though because the lights are out on this pylon.
Boy, this is going to be a clusterfuck, and I feel like with that happening, it's going to bring out a caution and end the race.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the order as they're running right now. Amanda Shelley is the leader, then it's Dylan Young, Seth Cole, Kyle Matthews, William Duncan, Jeff James, Brennan Patterson, Cassandra Renzi, Drew Austin, Katie Elizabeth, PJ Williams, Jake Davis, Mary Shelley, Marcus Bruno, Preston Plord, and Kyle Thomas. Then back here, right now, it's Tom Gerard, then Gabe Williams, Matt Dixon, Joe Davis, Nick Pericles, Alex May, Jerry Shelley, Kyle Collins, Troy King, Elijah Workman, then Kenny Bale and Zachary Fitzwater, with Alex Hawkins running in 28th, or scored in 28th. Then Roman Rahal scoring 30th, John Wilson 31st, Sosnowski and Bassinger, then Commons and Williams, Meacham, Taylor, and Nova all back here. And the pace car is actually coming up to turn 3.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, where it's getting a little worried there. 'Cause these guys are on turn 3 and 4, and the pace car's heading their direction. I don't know why the guys aren't gunning it or something.
Pace
to catch
car's
back
right
up,
there.
but
You can see Nova.
exactly, that's not good, and especially how they're double file and nearly 3 wide. Oh my
boy.
god.
Washer, look out.
Okay, guys.
Oh, boy.
Washer's brake checking, and look
he
out!
has no choice. He has no choice. They haven't thrown the green yet.
Oh my goodness! And this whole messed up the field.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Worth mentioning, the restart's going to be with 3 laps to go.
I don't know what is going on, but the green flag is out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! 3.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my god.
I think we survived turn 1 somehow.
Holy! What is going on? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I guess we'll follow the leader though. It's Amanda Shelley.
Hey, I don't mind strange races. Strange races are my kind of deal. But
Passenger's spinning. We got people coming to pit road, so that might throw away some of the confusion.
Man, I've seen some weird stuff, but that's got to be up there now.
2 laps to go though for Amanda Shelley.
Shelley's doing the smart thing, trying to get around some of those cars so that way Young doesn't go underneath for that lead.
Where's Marcus Bruno again?
Somewhere in a confusion mess.
Somewhere. That key word.
Kyle Matthews is pitting. Out of third. Matthews out of third is pitting. Kyle Collins made a pit stop.
And that helped Dylan Young there. Because it looked like Young was going to get past as the white flag is out. Can Young make a move for that lead? Time is running out for that 09.
Here we go.
Oh, and it's not going to help these leaders going around that traffic.
Oh, Kenny Bale.
If Young wants a win, got to make it 3 wide. Or dive underneath now.
Final shot. Switch to
nope,
TVT
that's not
camera.
enough. He's got it.
And it's going to be Amanda Shelley grabbing her first career Hooters Nationwide win. It comes at Darlington.
Man, that was some confusion there. But
Shelley's about it.
Done.
And apparently we had a lot of people making pit stops at the end.
And some of those guys were actually in the main pack too.
it'll be interesting to see who's getting
Man.
marked one lap down and who's not.
So much confusion.
Well, what's not confusing, Amanda Shelley did go out and win this race. Dylan Young comes home second, Duncan third, Jeff James fourth, Cassandra Renzi, Drew Austin, Seth Cole, Katie Elizabeth, the points leader, finishes eighth, PJ Williams, and a second Shelley in the top 10, Mary Shelley. Marcus Bruno comes home 11th. Not bad for the guy who came into this race fifth in points. Brennan Patterson, 9th in points, finishes 12th. Looking throughout, Madison Williams, second in the points coming in, 20th place somehow. With all the confusion, salvages a semi-good finish there.
Looks like Meacham was the last car that finished on the lead lap. He finished 23rd, and then Matthews, Floored, Hawkins, Williams, Bale.
Last car that got scored on the lead lap, Matthews, Floored, Hawkins came down at the end and will get scored one lap down.
Gabe Williams, Bale, Kyle Sosnowski, Cosmic Nova, Taylor, Jake Davis, Jerry Shelley, I believe it is, right?
Yes, it's Jerry Shelley down here.
Okay, good. Chris Washer, Kyle Commons, Tom Gerard, Matt Dixon, and Jake Baskinger and Zachary Fitzwater were all a lap down or two, and then the three cars who retired out of the race.
Worth mentioning, Cassandra, trying to cut you off or anything on this, but worth mentioning, Cassandra Renzi scores her first top 5 and top 10 of the season here with the 5th place finish.
Wasn't she like in the bottom?
She came into this race dead last in points. She came into the race 42nd in points.
No more.
Yeah, Sky Commons was 41st. The list of drivers now that have yet to score a top 10 will be Sky Commons, John Wilson, Jake Bassinger, and Ish Taylor leaving Darlington.
Mm-hmm. Been a crazy
going back
race,
to the bottom,
now...
Louvier, Momo Akari, and Maxwell Chan not there at the finish.
And Louvier, worth mentioning, Louvier's 15th in the points right there.
Yeah, and he was, funny enough, all three of the drivers that were out of the race have wins. Louvier and Akari would have been battling for the second wildcard spot coming in if the chase had ended or started after this race. Fitzwater would have had the first one with the 2 wins that he has.
That's crazy right there. Holy cow.
And so what I'll do is I will export the results right now, and I will hand it over to Dylan Young and Tristan Wilhoit for their final thoughts on today's race.
Thanks there, Jerry Springer. Well, after the truck race at Darlington, the nationwide race did not disappoint. Another good race here. And an untimely caution with some mass confusion at the end. Amanda Shelley prevails so slightly over Dylan Young with a great win for Shelley. And get this about William Duncan, my pick. 3rd place.
How about the fact how about the fact that I called the winner? I actually picked Amanda Shelley to win.
History's being made, folks. Rig. Just kidding. We got a rig. You got rig. You got a rig. Uh-oh. You got a rig. You got a rig. Trying to copy the Family Guy song that change it to rig. You got rig. Yes, you got rig. Oh, yes, you really got a rig. Oh, yes, you really did.
And handing it over to Tristan Wilhoit for his final thoughts on today's race. If Tristan's even there.
Wilhoit.
Well, we're not going to hold up for him. So, congrats to Amanda Shelley, for Dylan Young, and Tristan Wilhoit. I'm Gordon Fantuna1, and this has been a production of the INORL Racing Uncontained. We'll see you tomorrow for the Southern 500 here from Darlington, and we're going 8 Bull Racing next weekend. Boy, that should be fun. We'll see you guys then.
Got it.